baggage. Ugh. Whew. Oh. Oh, hello, jammers. Welcome to our last week of Sunday school. Can you believe it? Well, I was going to go home via helicopter. You know my really good skills, but someone stole my helicopter and sold it for grain. I mean, I suppose they were pretty hungry. Still, so now I've had to go home the boring way, just the normal airplane way. Boring. I don't know where Lanolin was. As soon as I said I was going home on the helicopter, he just kind of did his own thing, so I hope he's okay. Anyway, I splashed out a little. I got a business class for the ride home. Lanolin didn't spend much on his account, so I thought, why not? Although I do hope he's okay. Maybe we should check in and see where he's up to.
Yep, I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be. Okay. Well, bye Egypt. Oh, I can't wait. Finally on a plane with a professional pilot.
Oh, was that Lanolin? Well, that's strange. I thought he thought my helicopter flying was bad. That looks worse. Anyway, let's cross to worship. Excuse me, can I get some headphones?
Alright kids, we're going to sing Raise a Hallelujah now. So get ready for your loud voices. We want to be able to hear it through the TV. I raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemies. I raise a hallelujah. Alright, get your loud voice ready. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, you're gonna hear my praises roar. Up from the ashes, hope will arise. Death is defeated, the King is alive. I raise a hallelujah. Darkness flee. I raise a hallelujah in the middle of the mystery. I raise a hallelujah. Faith lies to hold on me. I'm gonna sing in the middle of the storm. Rise. Death is defeated, the King is alive. Get ready to sing a little louder. Sing a little louder. In the presence of my enemies. Sing a little louder. Louder than beyond belief. Sing a little louder. My weapon is a melody. Sing a little louder. Let's sing it again, kids. Fight for me. Louder. In the presence of my enemies. Sing a little louder. I will watch the darkness flee. Sing a little louder. My weapon is the melody. Sing a little louder.
Oh, just cruising along on a peaceful flight. Wait, what? Wait, no! Oh, those spirals! What are you doing? I thought you were a professional pilot! Oh, that was bad. Okay, don't do that again. No, we're doing the loop for. Oh, sky! The sidewalk, the land, the sky! I don't know which way it's up anymore!
Oh, such a relaxing time in the airplane. So smooth. I hardly feel like I'm flying.
I'm doing! Oh, that was crazy! Oh no, not again!
Tea or coffee?
Oh, cup of tea, please.
No worries.
Thank you. Oh, oh, that's nice.
Oh, I think I'm gonna throw up! I think I'm gonna throw up! I'll be much more comfortable without a mirror! What are you doing?
Would you like some in-flight entertainment?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, Nintendo Wii. Wow, this is really something here in business class. Oh. Oh, did you see that? It crashed.
Well, that wasn't very nice, but what did I do it again? No, am I gonna do it? I'm not used to flying like this. I have a weak stomach.
Packet of crisps?
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh. Hope Madeline has food.
Okay, no, wait, this is not how a plane is meant to fly.
Hello, ma'am. Would you like our pat a dog service?
Oh, yes,
No
please.
worries.
Oh, hello. Oh, aren't you a beautiful doggy? Aren't you so cute? Oh, snuggle. Oh, Madeline would have loved this. No, I wonder where he is.
Oh, no. Oh, there's a ground. Okay, let's be going more over again. Oh, no, we're gonna help you. Let's go.
Oh, sorry, I've just got so much time to myself to think and relax. I get carried away sometimes. Ooh, let's just see what Lanoline's up to. Oh! Is that Lanoline? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of twists and turns he's doing there in the plane. Wow, I didn't know he was into that. Okay, well, anyway, that reminds me, there's lots of twists and turns in the story this week. So why don't we cross to Mr. Dave and see what happens this week?
Morning, Kitty Winkles, and hopefully for the last time. Well, yeah, hopefully for the last time. Now, we've been talking about Joseph. Joseph, to put it bluntly, led a very interesting life, didn't he? So, where are we up to? Well, we'll just run through it. How many twists and turns did God make in Joseph's life? Joseph was the son of Rachel. That was Jacob's favourite wife. He was he got the coat of many colours, which made his brothers jealous. And when Joseph told his brothers that they were going to bow down to him after the dream, that really tipped the brothers over the edge. But the brothers tipped Joseph over the edge, if you remember. That was the edge of the well. Then they pulled him out and sold him to a travelling merchant going down towards Egypt, who in turn sold Joseph to Potiphar. But wait, God has more. Joseph got better and better in the jobs that he was doing at Potiphar's house. Potiphar's wife set up Joseph and ended up in jail remember, with the cupbearer and the baker. And what did he do there? He told them what their dreams meant. He spent 2 more years in jail, and then he had to tell Pharaoh what his dreams meant, which was that Egypt was going to have a very bad famine for the next 7 years. But wait, God has more. Next thing you know, Joseph is the 2IC in Egypt. 2IC means second in command, second only to Pharaoh. But wait, God has more. When the famine forced Joseph's brother... When the famine forced Joseph's brothers to go to Egypt to get food, Joseph recognised them, but they didn't recognise Joseph. So Joseph made them go back and get the youngest brother to come back to Egypt. And only then did he tell them who he was. Then the brothers had to go back and get Jacob and tell Jacob. Remember? When they told Jacob that Joseph was alive. And then when Jacob come back and met Joseph for the first time in how old was he? Joseph was 17 when he went to Egypt, and he was about 40 when he met his father again. So that was 23 years later. And then they went back again and got all the family, right? And all the families and their wives and children and all their animals, and everybody went down to Egypt. Now the family had been living in Egypt for about 17 years when Jacob died. How old was Jacob? 147 years old. Now when Jacob died, Joseph hugged his father and cried over him and kissed him. He commanded that the doctors who served him prepare his father's body for burial. So the doctors prepared Jacob's body to be buried. It took the doctors 40 days to do that. And in Egypt, that was a time of sorrow. But not only was it a time for sorrow for Joseph and his family and his brothers, it was a time of sorrow for all of Egypt. When the time of sorrow had finished, Joseph said to the king's officers, he said, "If you think well of me, please tell this to the king," which is the Pharaoh. I promise I will bury my father in the land of Canaan." And the Pharaoh answered, "Go and keep your promise. Go and bury your father." So Joseph went to bury his father. But not only did Joseph and the brothers go, the Pharaoh sent his officers, the elders of his court, and all the elders of Egypt went with Joseph. Everyone who lived with Joseph and the brothers went. They left only their children, their flocks and their herds. Men in chariots and on horses also went with Joseph. That was a big party. That was a big mob to move. It was a very large group. They went to what they call a threshing floor, which is where they clean the grain after it was grown. There they cried loudly and bitterly for Jacob. Joseph's time of sorrow continued for 7 days. The people that lived in Canaan saw the sadness and said, "Those Egyptians are showing some great sorrow." So that place is now called Sorrow of the Egyptians. So Jacob's sons did what their father commanded. They carried his body to the land of Canaan. They buried it in the cave, in the field near Nami, which Abraham, we've got to remember Abraham, had bought this cave and field from Ephron the Hittite. He brought the cave to use as a burial place. After Joseph buried his father, he returned to Egypt. His brothers and everybody else who had gone with him also returned. After Jacob died, Joseph's brother says, what if Joseph is still angry with us? He might turn against us. So they sent a message to Joseph. It said, your father gave this command before he died. He said to us, you have done wrong. You have sinned and done evil to Joseph. Tell Joseph to forgive you. Tell Joseph that his brothers were sorry. So now, Joseph, we beg you to forgive our wrong. We are the servants of the God of your father. When Joseph received the message, he cried, and his brothers went to him and bowed before him. Now remember, right at the start, when Joseph was only 16 or 17, he told his brothers that you would bow to him. This is where it is. Don't be afraid. What can I do that only God can do? You meant to hurt me, but God turned your evil into good. It saved the lives of many people, and it is being done. So don't be afraid. I will take care of you and your children. So Joseph comforted his brothers and spoke kind words to them. Joseph continued to live in Egypt with his family, with his brothers. Joseph died when he was 110 years old. That was another 50 odd years after Jacob had died. Now you've got to remember, all through this story, all through Joseph's life, who was looking after Joseph? God was. Why was God looking after Joseph? Because Joseph looked to God. Everything Joseph did, he looked to God for help in doing the right thing. So in all of that story had more twists and turns than you could read in any spy book. And in saying that, hopefully, like I said before, this is the last time that we'll be doing this. Hopefully next year we'll be back to normal. Alright. Hooroo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are coming into land at Melbourne Airport. It's a balmy 48 degrees outside, so would you please stow your tray tables, put your seat in the upright position, and prepare yourself for landing.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a great story from Mr. Dave. I really liked listening to it while I was falling asleep on my nice, peaceful aeroplane ride. Oh, and I can't believe we're already here in Melbourne. Wow, that felt like no time at all. Oh, I wonder how Lanolin went landing. Let's check in on him.
Oh, Mr. Pilot Man, that wasn't fun at all. I would have much preferred to go with Aloe Vera. She was not as crazy as that. Well, all right, we're coming into land. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Oh, thank goodness we're coming into land. I don't know how much more of that I could have handled. Oh, here we are back in Melbourne. Oh, and I can't wait to touch down and come and see you guys soon. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh. I think I maybe should have gone with Aloe, boys and girls. I don't think Don was a professional. I went upside down and that was not fun. I didn't know that was going to happen. So.
Good morning, kids, and welcome to Sunday School Online again. It's really great that you can join us. Thanks, Mr. Dave, for the great story this morning about Joseph. And here we've got a picture of Joseph and the family line, starting with Abraham at the top and working all the way down. Now, one of the crafts that we've got today is all to do with Joseph's brothers. So what you get is a sheet of that one, and then you colour them all in, but you need 2 of each because it's a memory game. So once you've got them all done, you cut them all out and then you turn them upside down just like you do with any other memory game. So that'll be really fun to do, and it'll give you something to do over the holidays as well. Now, this is going to be our last Sunday school online for the year because it's almost Christmas and it's almost school holidays. So I've found a few extra crafts for you to do so that you can have fun over the holidays. First, we've got a chatterbox that you can make. Now, you can possibly download the coloured one, but if you don't have a coloured one and you don't have a printer that can do a coloured one, you can do a black and white one and you can colour it in, which is really fun. Now, our second craft that I've got for you is this one, which you can colour in. And it's a lovely little ornament that you can hang on the Christmas tree. Now, when you've coloured them all in, you fold them all down the halfway mark and then you glue them together like that. So that's going to be fun, and then you put a little hole in it and then you can hang it on the Christmas tree. I didn't colour it in very nicely, but I'm sure you'll do a wonderful job. And I've got one more craft for you to do, and that's the Christmas story. So this one is about Mary and Joseph and the wise men. And then we've got the shepherds. And there's baby Jesus. For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given. The government will be upon his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace. And that comes from Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. So that'll give you something to colour in during the school holidays. So look forward to seeing you all again next year, and hopefully we can all be back at Sunday school at church. But if not, that's okay too, because God will bless us and look after us. I pray that you'll have a blessed holiday, really have a wonderful Christmas together with family, because we can all get together again, which is great. And that you remember that Jesus really is the reason for this season, and I pray that you'll have a blessed time. God bless you all. Love you.
Oh, Lenolyn! Hi, how are you? You made it! Welcome! We're in Melbourne. Should we get a taxi? Are you okay? Lenolyn, you don't look well. Are you okay?
I may have vomited on the way back home.
Oh, yes, I smell that now. Oh, yuck. We'll just have to check that tie, won't we? Ooh.
I really should have taken the helicopter with you.
Oh, by the way, I didn't go the helicopter. I went first class. Yeah, Royal Emirates. I think that's what it was. It was very nice. It was great.
You went first class in an airplane without me?
Yes, well, I thought that's what you were doing too.
No, I tried to choose a reputable airline, and the pilot said he was qualified. His name was Don and everything, and yeah, but he did some loop-de-loops and weird.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I wish I had my helicopter.
No, not fun at all.
Oh, no, not fun.
But I am very happy to be back safe on solid ground.
Oh, yes, me too. I can't wait to go home. Put my slippers on.
Right. And it'll be so good to, it is the last episode
Oh, yeah.
for the whole entire year.
Oh, it's kind of sad.
It is sad. We've had an amazing year of learning and
we
singing
really
and
have.
dancing.
Yes, we've done extensive research in Egypt.
That's right. We've found out a lot about God's plan for our life. And
Yes, and how to trust God and how God is always on our side.
And these are fantastic things to learn this year. It's been so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But we normally say we can't wait to see you again next week, but I think we can't wait to see you at church.
Oh, yes, I can't wait. If you see us, you say hi to us, okay? We'll
Yeah.
say hi to you too. It'll be fun.
I've not been to that church ever before. I've been stuck in the studio.
All
so it'd be
my
nice
life.
nice to go to the church that you guys go to.
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited to see everyone there. It'll be fun.
Lots of fun, lots of adventures we can still have in person. That's amazing.
Yes.
Well, for the last time ever, I'm Lanolin Ferry.
Oh, and I'm aloe vera. Oh, that's sad. It's last time.
No, you hang up.
Remember when I didn't know what that meant? We had to like extensively teach me what that was about.
You still don't really understand, do you?
Not really, not in the slightest. What are we hanging up?